Hello and welcome to College Got Me Like, a New Heights Magazine original podcast with Jacob
and Jules.
For the next 30 minutes, we'll be talking about something about the college experience that's currently on our minds. You can contact us with any suggestions, comments, questions, and stream new episodes every Monday at newheightsmagazine.com/college. We'd love to hear from you. On today's finale episode, we're going to be talking about how you define success in college and what you can do to promote healthy mental habits regarding around how you define your success. Today in studio with us, we have Celeste Lim. She is a junior here at Boston University studying public relations. She's also an incredible writer. She does a lot of writing for New Heights Magazine. And we're going to sort of dive into her brain today because she has a lot of experience behind her and she knows about just investing yourself in projects. And hopefully maybe we'll discover a definition to what success really means in college. Stick around. And she's also Jules' mom. I forgot to add.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Did you start recording?
Yeah, I did, but...
Yeah, we're just talking about sorority stuff because, you know, that's fun.
Yeah, no, it's totally relevant. I think that's like the one episode I wish we would have done was Greek life, but Geneva and I know nothing.
Yeah, I'm like the only one. And then again, I just joined it. But to tie that into today's topic, success and all that jazz, I mean, I personally feel like I've been thriving this past semester, and part of that, at least in my own personal opinion, I probably sound so conceited right now.
No.
But, I just feel like I'm on top of the world, and part of it is because of joining this sorority. I can't even explain why, because, I haven't fully, gotten to know everyone yet. But, just, throwing myself out there, I just feel, more, outgoing, and, I talk to more people, and, I feel like I'm more, active on social media, not just because of, the sorority, but, that's just, part of it. I just feel so much more, outgoing and out there now, and, that's part of the reasons why. And, for me, I feel like I'm thriving, and, to me, I find that to be successcal. You know what I mean?
Yes. What a way to kick it off.
You feel me? Are you feeling Mr. Krabs?
I can pick that up. Yeah. I get the vibe that you're thriving. I mean, I feel like I've watched you grow a lot too. It's been nice. One of my favorite things about doing this podcast with you and Geneva is that basically every single week there's a designated hour where I see you guys and I get an update with what's going on in your life, and that has just become so much harder. I think as you freshman year, we're all just kind of mingling with each other, and then you start to go on your own track. And
sophomore year, definitely we've all grown more. Especially one thing everyone lived in Warren or West, but for me Warren, and everyone was just just concentrating in that area. And now everyone's spreading out and doing their own things,
doing their own little things. Yeah, and it's overwhelming in a sense, but it's also really exciting in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's been, I don't know, just a little sentiment because it is our last one. Just it's been so cool to watch you just every single week.
Blossoming into a beautiful butterfly. That's how I feel. I'm high on life right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so good.
Well, speaking of being a beautiful butterfly, Celeste is here with us in studio right now.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, please talk about yourself because I've just been blabbering.
Yeah, so what's your elevator pitch for yourself? If you have 30 seconds.
Oh my god, I'm so bad at these things.
What's the first thing that comes to mind?
I can
student.
I can throw in something.
Hype her up?
Well, I mean, I really much, know Celeste from her campus, because she's the PR director. By the way, I'm interning for her. And, I think you're thriving with that, because, look at you, a PR major, you're, now you're, the PR director, and now you're going to study abroad, next semester,
Yeah, I'm so excited for that.
Studying abroad, being, a director, I don't know, to me, this is, successleast.
She's, checking every box.
Yeah, as long as, you're doing what you want to do, you're having a fun time, to me, I find, at least for me, defining success is, happiness, and, that's how I've been feeling, and I've been getting that vibe from, other people like you guys lately, and, since I've known you.
It's an individual thing. I think you learn that, too, I don't know, at least for me, I don't know, let me know if you guys feel the same way, but freshman year, you sit and you're surrounded by all these people who feel like they're in the exact same boat as you, and it's if they have a smile on their face and they look like they're having a great day, you're automatically pissed because you're why am I not doing as great as they are, and am I doing something wrong, and it's a whole lot more insecure. But now that we're on our own little paths, as we were talking about earlier, it's no, I'm good with where I am, I'm pushing myself, but I'm proud of myself, and that's more fulfilling than feeling you're just as happy as someone else, or you're just as like
just from like freshman year, but just like from high school.
Definitely.
Like, do you guys see yourselves to be like a lot more different from like high school?
I think that's where it really roots from. I think freshman year, more than anything, I was kind of not comparing myself to people in high school, but kind of like you guys all grew up from the same place, and then everyone branches out, and you kind of want to like be as happy, be as successful, like than your peers that you've grown up with. But I think I was really careful my freshman year in not comparing my experience with other people, because no matter what, like your experience is going to be completely different. And I think that was kind of the time when I sort of let myself figure out my own path, and that's kind of brought me to where I am today, where I'm like happy doing all these different things because it's my own experience in college.
Yeah. Do you feel like, so since you're a junior right now, do you feel like sophomore year you thought you learned that? And then do you feel like you thought you learned what you thought you knew?
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you're like almost like laugh at yourself like a year ago. Like, I thought I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, I do.
I think, like, freshman year was definitely a big change for me. Sophomore year, maybe a little bit more. And then, like, even some days, like, this semester, I'm like, oh, my God, I've, like, changed so much. I feel like as the years go, I feel more and more like I'm being myself. Like, I feel like I recognize that in myself, which is good. But I definitely think, like, the biggest shift was my freshman year. Because that's kind of like you're just thrown into a completely new environment with new people. You really do find out a lot about yourself, and you become much more independent.
Yeah, whether you like it or not, I feel like.
Exactly, whether you like it or not.
It's such a, I mean, for us, like, the sea of fish, to use a kind of a cliche metaphor there, or, like, there's just too many people to, like, feel like there's a standard that you're supposed to reach, or, like, it really is, like, you just focus on yourself and it's by the time I think sophomore year rolls around, you find those friends who are like, they're genuinely there for you to be yourself. They're not like, come do this, no, like, you have to do this. Like, it's no more, there's no toxicity in any sort of like relationship, or like, or at least sophomore year starting to like kind of feel that out a little bit more. Start to filter out those people, and not to make it about other people, because it's all about you when it comes to your own success, but like, I mean, how you feel about yourself is based on like how the people that you surround yourself with. And I found that, like, this year my social circle has shrunk.
Oh, definitely. It's gonna continue to, I feel like.
Yeah, and I think that's like kind of scary, because you're like, I don't want anything to change. Like, I'm so happy with it, but you just have to remember it's like for the best.
And that's the thing. I feel like the main thing is just to not be afraid of change, because realistically, your friends now, even if you think you found your perfect group, 10 years later, they're probably going to be completely different people. And that's just something we have to accept, because everyone's going to continue to go into new paths of life, especially when we graduate college. It's going to be completely different. It's going to be like how we went from high school to college. So I think we just have to accept that. That's something that's always going to change throughout our lives.
Yeah, the two, like, really close friends that I had, like, last year, like, I don't talk to them, like, anymore. And
it's
like,
okay.
Yeah, it's honestly at this point, like, you're just going to have to, like, accept that, like, people drift apart.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, now I'm at the point where, like, I've accepted that, and, like, that's okay. Like, I have all these other people that I've, like, met at BU, and, like, I'm happy. Like, I just, like, everyone else who I've, like, surrounded myself with, like, you guys, like, I feel so happy. And, like, to me, like, happiness is, like, success.
Oh.
And, like, when you see people, like, are, like, very passionate about the things they do. Like, like, Jacob, I see you doing Abercrombie. Like, to me, that's really cool. Like, you're the Abercrombie agent. Like, I personally find that really cool. Like,
and you can tell, like, he's passionate
about
it.
And, like, you know, New Heights, like, all these, like, passion, not, like, passion projects, but just, like, the activities that you do that you're passionate about. I love that term, yeah.
It's something fulfilling, and once you have that confidence, I think that's when you feel like, no, I can go for this, and even if I fail, that's a success. Because you put yourself out there. And there has been many, many failures this semester already, of things that haven't turned out exactly as I want them to, and because you get on that sort of, like, strive of, like, I can do this, and I can do this, and since this worked out, this is going to work out, which makes those sort of, like, setbacks all the more tougher, is if you have, like, a victory or a success behind you. But I think we're knowing that that's not what defines you. It's your own feeling about yourself is what determines your own success. Like, it's not up to any outside force or anything. It really is internal.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting. And I want to ask you, Celeste, how you feel going abroad next semester. Like, it's going to be a new pond.
Yeah, literally.
Wait, isn't it? What's the...
Across the pond.
Across the pond.
I don't even know what that means, honestly, but...
Across the Atlantic Ocean, right?
The pond is, supposed to be the ocean,
but why the pond? That's like...
It's
No.
an ocean.
Is a
But
pond
like,
like a
why-
British term?
I feel like it may
across
be.
the
A
pond.
pond,
Like,
yeah.
just say across the ocean. It's just literally one word.
Yeah, why is
Transatlantic.
why do I like
Across the pond. Yeah, I feel like that's
who
something like all the
started
British.
that? Like, why does everyone know that?
I don't. Yeah, I want to look this up after the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
Let
good.
us know.
Pond.
Keep us updated
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, I'll let you know. Jules has got it.
Now I forgot what I was asking you.
About study abroad.
Yes.
That's
So,
funny.
going in, do you think, like, you can be honest with us. Like, are you nervous at all? Are you just more excited because you just like radiate like your confidence now, and you
Oh,
like, are you just like I'm excited to watch you thrive in
Yes,
London.
Thanks. I
In
hope,
London.
I hope I have a good time.
I hope you guys get that reference.
You definitely will in London.
In London. Do you guys know?
No, we do not know where you're doing.
Have you guys never seen Friends?
Oh, you see, I'm not a big Friends person.
Oh, okay.
People are gonna hate me for saying that,
okay,
but-
I'm not either, but like.
Oh, is that when Emily is
Either Joey or Chandler. They're like in London. I forget. When they find out that
sounds like a Chandler thing.
No, I think it may have been Joey when he was like in London when he found out about Chandler and Monica getting together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
see,
Let's
I
not get
can't
into
be-
Friends, but
I can't be loud. It's like, oh, well, spoiler to anyone who hasn't seen. Celeste, cover your ears.
No, like, it's been a good 20, 25 years. Y'all, if
Yeah.
you haven't
It's
seen
fine.
Friends,
It's
like,
gonna be
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, because it's like, and because once they find out, he's like,
In
London. Yeah.
That was good.
yeah.
That was
It's
good.
like coming
Yes,
back to
tell
me
us
now.
about, how do you feel about going to London?
London.
I need to watch Friends, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
That's
I'm really
like what,
excited.
2 seconds of like 10 plus seasons.
Yeah, they were in London for a hot sec, so you're
Anyway,
fine.
sorry.
For, like, one episode.
Sorry to interrupt you. What were you saying?
No, don't worry. I don't know, I'm really excited. It's something I knew I always wanted to do. And that's why I don't want to say I'm not nervous, because of course I'm nervous. And I feel like I'm going to feel nervous,
Yeah.
closer and closer to the day I leave. But I don't know, it's something that I've wanted to do since high school. I knew I wanted to go abroad in London when I committed to BU, because I knew they had a strong program. So I think I just spent a couple years kind of preparing for it mentally. And I knew that this was a semester that I wanted to go. So it's just something I've always been looking forward to throughout college. So it's nice that it's finally coming up soon.
Yes.
And it's just like, I feel like it's another moment for me to like kind of, I don't know, just throw myself out there. And I feel like it's not like a clean slate, but I'm going to be in an environment that's completely new. I'm going to be meeting completely new people.
Yeah.
And I love opportunities like that. So that's kind
Yeah.
of what I'm excited for the most. Just something different.
Are you gonna make British friends?
Oh, I hope so.
Whoa!
I know. I like.
That was a really good accent.
No, I can't.
What? Whoa!
I
Whoa!
can't. I really
Whoa!
can't.
Hello, governor.
I feel like I was really good at it.
That's all I know.
If I was listening, I would have thought that was someone else just walked in
I
the
can't.
room.
I can't do it when I'm laughing.
Well,
Like,
you went
I'll try.
totally like serious. Like I was like, something's coming. And then, like, that's a good accent.
I'll try.
You'll fit in there.
Thank you. Should I just like as soon as I land, just start speaking like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just be like that here. Trick people.
I
Be
dare
like,
you. I
I'm
dare
an
you.
international
Come
student.
come back from London and just speak and like.
Be like, I'm back, you guys.
Yeah.
Whoa!
No,
She
you guys, this
studied
isn't good. This is not good.
No.
Yeah, well,
Like
I
I'm
could pick it up.
I'm
and
never-
I
never,
can't
like,
do that.
attempt-
My
attempting
family
that.
makes fun of me so much for it. They're like, it's so bad. So I just always like.
So
thought-
good.
no, seriously. Like that's one of the
I
best.
can't do that. No. I can't. I'm
You're
sorry.
almost there. You've got
Yeah,
a little bit
almost.
of it.
Okay.
Huh. I feel.
I can't.
You'll have to.
What's
You'll have to like. Whoa! Wait. Say that again.
What's that? No, I feel like I'm not getting it
I
right.
can't. Wait, have you
What's
seen
that?
that Vine? I can't believe you've done this.
Yes.
Is
that- he's
wait,
British.
Wait, do you remember this other one? I'm in me mum's car.
Yeah. Help me, car.
I can't.
I'm not gonna lie. I sent that Vine to someone today. Like they didn't. I referenced
Yes.
it, and they didn't know what it was.
That one was
And I
so
was like-
big.
Definitely-
Like
that
4
was
years ago.
big.
That was
Right?
so big.
Yeah.
That one.
He's like, never watched Vine, and I was like, what?
You know, for me, the one Vine that like really like sparked Vine at my school. Do you remember like this girl getting hit in the head with a shovel?
Shovel Girl.
What?
That was the one that really just like became really popular.
The storm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because she was like running away, and then the shovel went, and then she hits and she falls, and the voice just goes, "Oh my god."
It's something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, Shovel
Freshman
Girl.
year, I remember that, and like everyone was like, "Oh my god!" And it's-
Yeah, and they were fighting.
I wonder if they're thriving today. I wonder how successful they are with their viral fame.
Well, I don't know. That shuffle hit her pretty hard. All right. Anyway, we're starting to like go off topic here, so maybe now's a good time for a break. We can jump back into
So
this.
much energy.
Okay, we are going to be right back. Stick around. We're going to talk to Celeste more and just kind of go on to how we personally define our own success and then how success just helps with your mental health and honestly that full circle that kind of creates with that. So stick around. College Got Me Like. We'll be right back.
Hey Boston and New York, the first annual New Heights Tomorrow Today conference is coming to you this February. Lineups features modern, inspiring, and hardworking creators, performers, entrepreneurs, and panelists ready to share their best advice with you and showcase some of their work. Head to newheightsmagazine.com/conference for all the info, dates, ticket information, and how you can claim your passes to either event early. I'll see you there. Don't worry, RSVP and get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Boston! Okay, because everyone's like,
water.
Water.
No, I don't say water.
Or like
I say water.
When I say water.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah. Sometimes if you
coffee.
think about it too, some people say I say some words weird, but
Usually it's water when I say
Water.
it, but I feel like I say it like...
because I feel
The
like
way
New
we-
York and Jersey, you just say everything faster.
Oh, right, you're from Jersey.
Yeah. So like you don't say water because that takes a lot of effort.
Jersey girl.
Jersey.
It's the Jersey Shore, bitches. Yeah.
I actually don't know anyone who has an accent by where I live. Maybe like the moms. Like if you're Italian
I'm
and
Italian.
you live in my area
I'm
of
an
New Jersey,
Italian
like
New
you
Yorker.
probably have an accent. But
I wish I had an Italian... No, a New York accent. Because, you know, I'm one of those Italian New Yorkers.
Yeah.
I want that stereotype. We should probably
she
continue.
wants
Okay.
it.
I do, because, like, I'm just boring. I want to, like...
You're not boring.
Yeah, I am. So I just, like, need that accent and be like...
Coffee.
Just yell at people all the time.
Just says coffee.
Coffee.
All right.
Water.
I was recording that whole time, so.
Boston.
All right, let's.
See, I'm thriving. I'm making you guys laugh. I'm
you are.
funny.
You are. She's
I'm
on
okay.
fire
I'm a lot.
tonight.
Yeah, I know she really
I'm a
is.
lot more talkative in college and like funnier.
Maybe
I think.
like 10 p.m. at night is like
Your moment.
Is 10 o'clock? I think is like the Jules hour. Like
Yeah, it really is. This is like the most energy I've seen.
Who wants to
from
hang out with me at 10 o'clock on Thursday nights?
I'm gonna have to pass.
you. Go home.
Yeah.
Fine, okay.
I
how
get
it
like
is.
second win comes at like 11 or 12
Yeah.
for me.
Oh,
Like,
I like-
around 8 o'clock.
Me too. My time's 8:45. Like I
Oh,
need to go to
really?
bed. Yeah. And then once I hit like 11, I'm good for like the rest of the
I'm
night.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
a night owl, so like
I'm a morning and night person. I'm like
Mhm.
really bad in the afternoon.
I feel like
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
more
I feel that.
creative at night or like
Me
around
too.
this time. I just feel like my brain is like,
I feel like you're like that too at this time of night.
yay.
It's awesome though. I'm like sad. This is like the first time we've done it at 10 o'clock. If I would have known.
Would have been
Jules
10
is-
o'clock
Jules is
every time.
thriving, yeah.
Yeah. Enough about me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm annoying y'all.
No,
Y'all
this
talk.
is. I love talking about how incredible and successful you are.
Yes.
Just like
speak-
Ariana Grande. I'm so successful.
I'm so successful.
Dun, dun,
I like
dun.
that song.
I
It
do too.
It's grown on me a lot.
Yeah, that entire album has grown on me. A
You
lot.
excited for the new one?
Oh yeah, when is that one coming out?
We don't know.
Soon.
So I thought I
Could be
like
any-
Thank You Next. I feel like she could have done better, but like I like that for like.
Ooh, Jules, you gotta be careful. What you say, people will come for you.
Yeah, don't hurt other people's feelings.
Yeah, like that's like
Touchy
that's not-
subject.
yeah.
I really like Thank You Next. Like no, I'm just saying like like the lyrics.
Is it
It
like?
could be better.
Does it mean like? I've had a hard time. Like, is it like thank you? Like okay, thank you. Like next, or is it like?
Thank you. Next.
Or, like, yeah, what's-
I feel like I've gone like half and half. Like she's obviously like promoting it like these are just like my past relationships, like I'm so like so much growth, like so much love, but I feel like there's also like a subtle like jab at them.
Yeah.
Or is it,
That's
is it
what I
like
get.
thank you? Like is it like a next? Like this is what's next, or is it like next?
I don't think it's as pure as that. I really do think she's thankful.
Yeah,
But I think she's kind of like, oh, I'm done. Like,
yeah,
for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. A little bit of both.
yeah.
That's some success.
Me with the semester.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you,
like,
next.
thanks, but
Yeah, I'm ready
let's
for
go.
next semester.
Yeah,
Get
me
out of here.
too. Honestly, at this point, that's so let's like kind of so we'll kind of wrap up our conversation, even though this 3 minutes after the break was.
That's okay.
I feel like we really just got some really
But,
important
like,
topics out of the way.
I want you guys to, like, I know we were all talking about success, but, like, what specifically do you guys find yourselves to be doing, like, right now or, like, within the past year that you define as successful? Like, what specific things have you been doing?
I feel like for myself, like, my own feeling of success is when I can be a part of other people's success. I know that sounds kind of weird, but, like, that is more fulfilling for me than if I do anything for myself. Like, or it can be small things like, if I clean my bathroom, that's a success. Like, right there, the fact that I mustered up the energy to do that, like, that's a success. But, like, when, like, we do, like, things like this for, like, New Heights, and I can sort of, like, give people a platform to do what they like and for them to feel successful, that's, like, a million times more fulfilling to me. So when you can kind of provide people that platform and show them, like, guide them or help them in any way that you sort of can towards, like, their success, that's kind of what I feel like I was more meant to do. So, like, that's where I feel successful. But then literally anything I do, like, I think I felt mentally more healthy when I'm giving myself more, like, accolades, like, saying, this is great, like, what you're doing is great, like, even if it fails, it's great. Like, feeling more successful internally makes you feel more successful, like, externally, I think, because it is a full circle. Like, feeling successful helps your mental health makes you feel more successful and take more initiative. Taking more initiative makes you feel more success. It's a circle.
I like that. It's the circle of life.
It is the circle of life.
Can you believe that movie's what, like, almost, like, around 25 years old?
Oh my
Or
god.
over? I don't know. Was that 92 or 93? Or 94?
Early 90s
I
for
wasn't
sure.
born.
Yo, I mean, neither was I, but, like,
Same.
None of us were. That's wild.
yeah, we're 20.
The tangents on this episode have been my favorite.
You're welcome.
We've got everywhere, you
Literally, my
guys.
life is just one gigantic, like,
Tangent.
endless, like, tangents.
We've like dipped into like every single pop culture like thing. I love it.
That's just my life.
Your success. I think this is a great way to end it.
Wow, it's so much pressure.
Just whatever comes naturally.
I don't know. I feel like in the last couple of years, I've just, like, really gotten to know what I like to do and what I don't like to do. And I don't know. That's just been, like, a really important part of my college experience in general.
Yeah.
And just gaining all these different experiences. And I don't know. It's been really fulfilling for me in that sense. Also, I think in college, I'm just exposed to a lot more people. So it's really nice to see people
Like
who are...
me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People who are passionate about what they do, and you can actually see it. And that's something that goes with the whole internal-external thing.
Yeah.
You can just see it in people, and that makes me so happy. And that's really inspiring for me. Like, I want to get to that point where other people can see me and be like, oh my god, she must be, like, really killing it at life. You know what I mean? And it's just something... That's something so special. Like, you guys, I can both see that you two are happy because you guys are so confident in what you do.
Wow, this was just so perfect. And Jules and I see you exactly in that way. I look at
so
you and I'm like,
sweet.
I think she is thriving, but like in the best way possible. Like, not because I almost just one like real quick last like point, I guess. Sorry, I told you were gonna end it, but then I thought of this like.
No,
thing is,
let's
like-
keep going.
I'm,
like,
yeah.
fine. I'm always fine with going over, like, the
Okay,
time
okay,
limit.
cool.
I'm
So me
always
too,
fine.
me too.
I'm always fine with that. Like, it's no
Do you
issue.
feel like when people like call you, I like to feel successful, but I don't like it when people call me successful.
Me neither. Not that I hate it, but it's just like...
Like, I don't know why, it just feels like it almost undermines everything you've done, because it's like, oh, you look successful, you appear to be successful. And you're like, I don't want to appear successful. I want you to, like, appreciate, like, the things that I've done to give that sort of, like, image. Like, that's more, like, what you want from it. I don't know, is that weird? Like,
I feel like it's also a sense of, like, oh, I'm not finished yet.
yeah.
Kind of like you haven't reached that point of success. And I feel like all of us, we're kinds of, like, we're the kinds of people who, like, want to keep going with things. You don't just reach a point and you're like, oh, you know, I'm successful now. You kind of always want to work toward your goal. So I think when people say that, you're kind of like, oh, wait, like...
confused. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, in
yeah.
terms
Like,
of
I've got other things
college,
going
I
on.
guess, like, when people say, like, you're successful, like, I could see them being, like, Okay.
No,
this is
like
not
I get it. Like in your academics,
Like-
like you're being like you're successful in school means the grades, like, and that's like something that I'm
social
like, okay,
life successful.
yeah, like you're successful.
You're out there. I
Yeah,
don't know.
so like those things, but like that general term of like successful, like I like that word being an internal like thing,
Me
like
too.
to myself almost.
Because it is internal. You yourself, you define your own success.
That's a
Everyone
good
has
point.
different perceptions of what success means.
Yeah, I do agree. At least for me personally, like recently, like within the past 2 weeks, I've had like people at least tell me that they see me as thriving.
Yeah.
Like I guess, so like in a way, like I agree with you, but at the same time, I feel a little bit satisfied hearing, at least from other people, that they notice that there's some sort of change
Yeah.
in me. Like
Yeah.
I had like the past couple weeks, I've had 2 guys like from my high school who also go to like school in Boston. They've told me that like at least like on social media, they see me like being more outgoing, because like I really wasn't that talkative in high school. I was just an average person, like kind of quiet, shy, bad social anxiety. Now I'm like, at least I've just improved a lot, and like I think they see that in me, like when I like see people from like my hometown in Boston, or just like on social media especially, because like I feel like I put out a lot more out there than I probably should, but that's me these days. So like people notice, and I like that. Like I've like kind of going back to like the first thing, like I joined a sorority, I do BUTV 10, I do her campus, and like I'm like going up the positions. I got a job at Aganis. Like I don't know, like for me, like all these things are making me happy, and I personally feel so happy, and I like that people are noticing. Like I feel like not that I like appear worthy, but like I don't know, people are like noticing that like I'm actually doing things that like is making me happy, and at least like they notice that in that way, like I'm thriving. And I like when people say that, because they notice that I'm happy, and like I'm finally getting noticed,
I think
because I never was.
it helps like almost validate.
Sorry,
that
that was
feeling,
like
too.
I like went
No,
off, but like I
no.
was having this feeling for
Because
like 2 months now.
I think you can feel guilty when you feel successful too. Like you like, do I like if you don't deserve that? But like hearing that validation from other people, I
Yeah,
think helps
at
it
least
settle
for
in.
me, like yeah,
I
like
think that's
I
totally
get what you guys
fine.
saying, but like if for me, like if that, like I feel a bit more like validation. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
I
and
don't think it's unordinary to feel like that. I think
No.
we all like to feel recognized for things that we do. And yeah, I don't think there's anything unordinary about that.
Yeah.
I think it's honestly probably healthy.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel so much healthier and happier than I have been in years. So like, sorry, I like really went
And that's
off
just
and got
like,
personal,
that
but
goes
like,
back to like you exuding that confidence and that people
sorry.
see it in you.
Oh, wow!
Yes.
I wish people listening could just like see like the
Feel the
smile.
vibe.
Like we all had smiles on our face for the past, like,
because
30
we've been
minutes.
laughing throughout this entire podcast.
Oh, okay. Well,
This
you
was a
guys,
great
like,
one.
thank you, Celeste. Thank you so much for making your time.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Like, just in coming out and like talking to us and just being so open and honest with us.
Thank you for having me. This
Of
was so much
course.
fun.
I'm so glad you came and we got you on. Before you like go off and take over the world, we'll be like,
Thrive.
she was on our
girl.
podcast one day.
Yeah.
I can tune in from abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, well, we wish you all the best, and
Yeah.
everyone listening definitely wishes you
Don't
all the
leave
best
me.
too.
Thank you. I'm
Um,
not leaving you. Don't worry.
For another
She's coming
2
back.
months.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
Yeah, but you're gonna be gone. Like I won't see you for like who knows how long. Yeah, I won't see you from like Christmas break. Yeah, to like next year.
Oh, 'cause summer.
Yeah. I know, it's going to be a while. But I feel like I'm going to come back in the fall and it's just going to be so much fun. Because I haven't been here in a while. It'll be exciting.
It'll feel fresh and new.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be welcoming you back with open arms then.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you everybody so much for listening. This has been College Got Me Like.
Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. I hope you had. Oh no, what am I saying? Thank you for tuning.
Fine.
Stop! Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed listening to this podcast. Feel free to follow me on social media. My Instagram is @jul.barry, which is jewel.barry. And I already said Insta. My Twitter is @jewelbarry, and that's JULBARRYY. There are 2 Y's there, so follow me on the Instas and the Twitters, and yeah. Peace out.
Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of College Got Me Like. If you want to hit me up on social media, on Instagram it's at Jacob Wittenberg. Wittenberg is Wittenberg. And on Twitter it's at the Jake Brewer. Thank you so much for tuning into College Got Me Like. This whole season and series of episodes have been so incredible for all of us to get together and discuss. It's helped me process a lot about the college experience, and hopefully we've done the same for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll hopefully see you again sometime soon.